Consider the following two scenarios. A family dog was killed by a car in front of their house. They had heard that dog meat was delicious, so they decided to cook the dog and eat it. Nobody saw them do this. A man goes to the supermarket once a week and buys a chicken. But before cooking the chicken, he has sexual intercourse with it. Then he cooks it and eats it. While both of these examples are clearly odd, they also represent examples where the moral agents performing the actions, the family or the man, cause no harm. What these examples illustrate is that there are moral dimensions that transcend harm. When a family eats a pet or when a man has sex with a chicken carcass, we feel something strange inside us because these scenarios are hitting another of our so-called moral sensors. In these scenarios, we feel the actions are disgusting or degrading, hitting one of 5 moral dimensions. In this case, the one psychologists call purity. In recent decades, moral psychologists have discovered 5 moral dimensions. Harm, which can be both physical or psychological. Fairness, which is about biases in processes and procedures. Loyalty, which ranges from supporting a group to betraying a country. Authority, which involves disrespecting elders or superiors or breaking rules. And purity, which involves concepts as varied as the sanctity of religion or personal hygiene. Together, these 5 dimensions define a space of moral judgment. The existence of multiple moral dimensions has allowed psychologists to explore variations in moral preferences. For instance, consider military drafting. An individual who cares about harm and puts little value on group loyalty and identity may find it morally permissible for a person to desert the army. But a person with a strong patriotic sense may condemn a deserter as guilty of treason. In their moral view, betraying the country is not a permissible action, even if drafting puts people at risk of physical and psychological harm. This is a clear example of moral judgments emerging not from different scenarios, but from differences in people's preferences for specific moral dimensions. These differences matter. Research on moral psychology has shown that a moral action that is considered permissible in a country or a social group may not be considered permissible in another circumstance. This is because we learn our morals from others, and that's why morals vary across families, geographies, and time.